Usopp's Adventures in Equestria. Take two. Click. From high in the air, the jewel fields near Ponyville looked just like a town spots, with tiny little specks that glinted if you looked at it from the right angle. When Twilight first caught sight of the fields from the chariot, a hill appeared to have taken a field's space. As he got closer, she could make out arms, legs, and a tail as wide as the longest oaks. Yet it was the thick snout of the side out of the dragon's stubby face that almost resembled a tree, albeit a barren one. The ponies gathered around the massive dragon, made way for the chariot when it landed. Twilight stepped off of it. Applejack, Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy all rushed up around Twilight. "Alright, Twilight, glad our maces made it to you," said Applejack. "Think you did something about this big old lummox?" The ground rumbled when the dragon's stomach rose up and then fell once more. Tiny stars of jewels rained down around the pony. Twilight looked up and frowned. "You may be too big even for my magic to carry. We're probably going to need all the unicorns in town to help out." Twilight glanced over to her friends. "Where is Verity, anyway?" "She got super duper angry at the dragon for eating most of the jewels in the fields, so she went to the spa to de-stress," Pinkie explained. "Want me to go get her?" "That's a good start." Twilight looked up to Rainbow Dash. "Dash, help Pinkie out and get every unicorn in town gathered here." "On it!" Dash gave a salute and darted off to town. "Wait!" came a cry. Dash rose in midair and tumbled to the ground. Going into the dirt, she looked up to see Scootaloo and the other Crusaders flaunting their sheepish grins. "Sorry, Rainbow Dash," she said before looking over to Twilight. "Twilight, before you try and carry him away, try talking to him." Save for Spike, dragons haven't had much to say in the past. Twilight replied, "Unless he can't fire his words." "Usopp was favorite by him," said Applebloom. "Please, Twilight. I don't know what happened to him, but before he got all big and stuff, he just wanted to get back to his friends." "Just talk with him, please," Sweetie pleaded. Twilight took a deep breath, but another rumble cut off her exhale. She saw her head up and paled, seeing Usopp's massive stomach looming over them, even more, partially blocking out the sun. "Whoa, Nelly!" Applejack yelped. "These are planes! Rainbow Dash! Fluttershy! We're going up now! Pinkie, get all the unicorns! Stat!" said Twilight. "If he keeps turning, he'll smash Ponyville!" Fluttershy turned away as to see. "What?" "No time to worry, Fluttershy." Dash swooped over, picked up Twilight. "Come on!" Dash bolted into the air with Twilight in tow. Applejack watched him ascend beside Usopp's flabby bulk, and then went off to clearing ponies away from the fields. Pinkie had already vanished and sped off to Ponyville. Fluttershy gulped and flew after Dash and Twilight. Twilight and Dash crested over Usopp's stomach and planted their hooves down near the back of his neck. Rather, they landed where a fatty chin stretched down and covered his neck. The set of dirt and smoke swirled around them. Tiny trails of smoke glistening with the jewel shards rose out of Usopp's fangs. Twilight took a deep breath and glared up at Usopp. "Sir!" Usopp kept his head turned up. The scales beneath Twilight shifted as she felt herself slipping over to the left. Dash picked her up again. They spotted Fluttershy, and the trio hovered together, looked over at Usopp. His eyes were only half open and glazed over. "Oh dear," Fluttershy murmured. "Yeah, let's work some Pinkie after I've cupcake bins." "Rainbow Dash, bring me closer to one of his ears," Twilight ordered. "Fluttershy, get where he can see you and get ready to stare." "I'm not sure I can." "Ponyville's counting on us," Dash exclaimed. "It's just for a little, so you can do it, Flutters." "Oh, okay." Dash and Twilight now drew near to the left side of Usopp's head, between his ear and eye. "Sir!" Both she and Dash felt sweat on their brows when Usopp lazily turned his sight on them. "Oh," he belched, "I'm all tired. Would you bring more jewels?" "Do we look like service to you?" Dash huffed. "Let's bring some jewels, okay?" Usopp lurched further to his side, his titanic shadow stretching over the entirety of Ponyville now. "You ate all the jewels," Twilight explained. "Now I heard you're looking for some friends. So why don't you try getting up and go find them?" "Oh, get up?" Usopp snorted. "I'm fine here. Just need to sleep a while. Maybe have a snack." Usopp turned further, the vast girth of his stomach prolonging him, flipping over fully. Beneath him, the ground sank further under his flab, and trees stepped like toothpicks against the fancy wall of flat. "Fluttershy!" Dash called out. "Time for Plan B!" Fluttershy took a deep breath, then landed on the base of Usopp's nose. The instrument host drew Usopp's attention to her. With his massive serpentine eyes gazing at her, Fluttershy Sai opened her own. A chill first grasped Usopp's head, and then spit down the rest of his body. She recalled a small quake resonating up from him.
Now you listen here.
Fluttershy said a commanding tone.
You may be a giant terrifying dragon, but you are no... Wait!
Fluttershy's concentration broke, and everyone turned their heads to see the Crusaders climbing up Usopp's stomach. With a collapse of gas, they collapsed to the top. Oh, too many ponies, Usopp complained. Everyone turned white when he raised up one of his claws and lowered down to where the Crusaders were. You're making me itch.
Girls!
Fluttershy cried. She spun around and released a full body to stare at Usopp. 7 miles later, he was frozen on the spot.
Rainbow Dash! Twilight! Get the girls out of here. It's too dangerous.
The Crusaders got back on their hubs and scampered up to where Dash and Fluttershy were floating. Twilight shot out a beam of her horn and closed them in a roar.
What were you girls thinking?
Twilight asked.
I saw you were trying to touch Mr. Usopp, Sweetie answered. But it wasn't working,
Amber blew mad.
so we decided to come up and help, said Skulu. Maybe Mr. Usopp is like Spike was. It doesn't remember much right now. We all knew him a little, but we owe Mr. Usopp a lot,
Amber Bloom said. Sweetie looked up to Twilight with wide eyes.
So just let us try.
Dash and Twilight exchanged looks. They both looked over to Fluttershy, who remained unmoving with eyes locked on Usopp's.
I could do this for a few minutes. Just keep everybody safe.
Twilight let out a deep sigh, floated the Crusaders over to Fluttershy. I've got you, so say what you want.
Okay.
Apple Bloom nodded, then turned back to Usopp. His eyes remained locked on Fluttershy's, but they remained blurry and half set.
Mr. Usopp, I'm not sure if you can really talk right now, but you're about to cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah, said Skulu.
So could you, shrink back down, be a cool little dragon again? What Skulu means is that if you stay like this, you'll probably have a really hard time moving around and finding your friends.
Sweetie tilted her head to the side.
Isn't that what you wanted?
Jules.
No,
Apple Bloom sighed.
not Jules, your friends. The ones that you told to sail all around the world with. That funny stuff I ever done before.
Usopp's eyes cleared a little. His pupils lost their edges and started rounding out.
Are you going to command all your followers if you're a fat, lazy dragon?
Asked Skulu.
We know you're not like that, Mr. Usopp, said Sweetie. What was your friends thinking they saw you like this?
Usopp's pupils finally rounded out, and his vision cleared. Then, a stream of tears erupted from his eyes. Every pony blinked, including Fluttershy and Usopp. Raised his claws up to his face and sobbed. You think I'm weak, he cried. I couldn't protect him at all. I deserve to be stuck like this. Usopp devolved into blubbering, his body causing the land to ripple like water. Fluttershy, Dash, and Twilight all exchanged glances, but were uncertain what to say. At the very least, Usopp was now on his back.
So what?
Usopp sniffed and stared down at Apple Bloom.
You think you're the only one that felt like you weren't strong enough?
She asked.
Or the fastest? I get it, music. What I'm having to your friends sounds awful, said Apple Bloom. They're still out there. Skulu smiled. I'm not sure they'll get stronger too, so they never lose to you again either. This time, hopefully I'll fall out of the tree sap.
Everybody blinked at Sweetie.
She must have said, sorry, got up.
You're right, Usopp sniffled. A fist of a man with a wide grin, straw hat fastened before him. 7 other smiling faces filled his mind. A fire rose up from his core, filled his eyes. Just get lost here, Slow P. My crew needs me. A bright flash erupted off of Usopp, while everybody's sight was still recovering. A scream filled the air. When Dash's fist cleared enough, her pupils shrank into sight of a small dragon plummeting to the ground. She spread her wings wide and clenched her muscles.
Hold on, every pony! Get ready! Fly! Get ready!
A blur of yellow tore through the air, swooped down. 1 second, Usopp was hurling towards the ground. The next, Fluttershy had him and wrapped in her hose.
Fair, little guy. I've got you.
Far up above, every pony stared slack-jawed while Fluttershy slowly floated back to the ground. A crater Usopp's bulk had left in the fields. Twilight glanced up at Dash. Do you ever count yourself lucky seeing you ever try out for the Wonderbolts?
I think it'd be pretty sweet, actually.
Skulu and Dash both said. They stared at each other and every pony chuckled. Well, I think it's time we head down. Twilight's afraid to crater across the trees. We still have a little cleanup to do. You know what I'm annoyed by in this little version? This is the only reason why Usopp was a dragon. So it can copy verbatim Usopp's chapter. Which, quite frankly, I got annoyed by. Because it was just one joke. It was just one little joke. Usopp lands in a place where he eats a lot. Because really, really fat. Huh? The joke wasn't funny. The monsters weren't uninteresting. I think this was one of the animation style's worser ideas, and I really don't think it made much sense or added much to Usopp as a character. I really disliked it. I would have rather if Usopp got wound up and say, oh, I don't know, Perona's area. Thank you. Usopp rocked back and forth in his chair. I'm so screwed. Relax, said Spike. At least you didn't mess up half of Ponyville. It doesn't let us business you have Lakers. You already helped clean up a lot of the mess, so instead of being grounded for 2 weeks with no gems, Princess Celestia will deal out your punishment personally. But it's not like she's gonna throw you in a desert or something. A dozen sounds nice compared to what a pony who can control the suns could do! Usopp yelled. Twilight and Spike stared at his side. He took a stinky sip of the tea Twilight provided while they waited at her house. Okay, maybe I'm overreacting, but I really do want to get back to my friends as soon as possible. Maybe the princess can help you with that too, Twilight suggested. There's not a lot of information on dragons in Equestria. Over a long life, I'm sure Princess Celestia can help a little. That I most certainly can. Everyone turned their heads up to the second floor. Usopp's eyes widened, taking in the pure white alicorn, outlined by the light of the crescent moon. A certain pressure exuded off of her, the kind he had only felt before in the presence of his greatest foes. Yet, the force flowing around her also reminded her a bit of Luffy when he sent out the fateful punch that led him here. Spreading her wings, Celestia glided down to the first floor and gave Twilight a nuzzle. Thank you, Twilight, she said. I have faith you can do it. Everbloom and their friends are the ones that really deserve your thanks. Twilight smiled at Celestia. They may be young, but they've already learned a lot more about the magic of friendship. And it seems they reminded your new acquaintance of it as well. Celestia turned and faced Usopp. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Princess Celestia. Sounds like you have quite the first day in Equestria, and made yourself among naming as king of snipers with some local fillies. Usopp's eyes went wide as their place. He sat to his slit and glanced over his side. Sniper King? Well, those fillies must have told you a lot of tall tales about me. Nope, just a dragon who's really, really tiny compared. It's completely, totally sorry for the trouble I caused you, and in no way wants to offend you or any other celestial body controlling entities. The room was silent before Celestia let out a chuckle. Horror lit up and she poured herself some time. Oh, Twilight. Have you been sharing study stories with your guests? You always make me sound far too strict in them. Twilight blushed deeply. No, Princess. I swear I was just... Kidding, Twilight. I was only kidding. Celestia chuckled and took another sip of her tea. Now, there are a few degrees we have dragons to deal with circumstances like this. So I'd like to discuss Mr. Usopp's bosses on the matter. Twilight nodded. Of course, Princess. There's some diplomatic bureaucracy involved as well, so if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to talk with Mr. Usopp alone for a short while. Celestia's lips curved upwards. I believe I saw quite a few ponies gathered here at Sugakyu Corner, so perhaps you could spend a little time there. Twilight glanced around to the side as Usopp had done. A bit of sweat crawled up on her brow. What could you be talking about? It's not like Pinky is throwing one of her students or one at the Ponyville parties yet, even though I told her Mr. Usopp is probably not going to be staying too long. But she said her singing sense was acting up, but she definitely needed to throw a party for him. While Twilight gasped for breath, everyone exchanged glances. Spike sighed and pushed Twilight over to the door. I'm going to assume that no one understood that, he said. He was about to close the door, but he stuck his head back in. Oh, you totally had to tell me more dragon pirate stories later. Spike shut the door and leaving Usopp and Celestia alone. It was quite a moment. Usopp then sighed and held about his head. So, how screwed am I? He asked. Well, you can help clean the mess you made, and nobody kind of hurt. I'm considering having you on probation for the next 2 weeks. Celestia replied, the rebels could probably get to you by then if I send out a message. Well, that sounds What? Usopp screeched, flipped backwards, clambered upwards and stared at Celestia in the face.
The rebels? As in the rebels led by Dragon?
As in your captain's father? Celestia asked with a mischievous grin. Yes, it's nothing much. I give them a small haven in the frozen north, and they keep watch on the area and bring me information on the outside world. Speaking of which, I was considering taking on some community service to your punishment, but when I saw news out of Marineford. Celestia glanced down to her side while her smile faded away. Newspaper floated up beside her and over to Usopp. Losing a sibling struck a chord with me. Usopp grasped the paper out of the air. It stuck in his breath, reading over the text, trying hard to focus on the words rather than the somber picture of a man clasping a straw hat to his chest. Celestia waited in silence while Usopp read, and he let out a sigh, set the paper aside. As I said before, I can arrange your transport back to Subody Archipelago, but from there you will.
I'd like you to add that some community service to my sentence.
Usopp said with a determined look in his eyes.
The hardest stuff you can get.
Celestia blinked to turn her head to stare at the newspaper. A grin returned to her lips.
What in Equestria did your captain do to change your mind?
Celestia?
How did you were waiting the 70-something chapters to come back, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did.
I figured the other me had plenty of that time, so I decided to relax here.
Oh God, I missed you, princess! This is the happiest moment of my life!
You sent a message. I always thought Luffy would become Pirate King on his own.
Usopp breathed deeply, clenched his fist.
But that's not true. There are enemies out there he can't possibly defeat. Even Luffy could lose.
Usopp lowered his head, his fist shook.
He's been pushing himself so hard, but deep inside he's screaming. That's why he needs me to help him.
Usopp's voice echoed through the library. More smile foreigners crossed Celestia's face.
I never imagined a pirate of all people would hold such deep bonds of friendship. Apple Blue, Sleepbell's Gulu were right earlier. I need to get stronger. If I rush back now, I won't be able to help Luffy or the rest of the crew. So please, let me stay here a little bit longer and train here.
Of course. Celestia then glanced upwards and tapped her chin.
Now, as for where you'll stay.
The hot sun glinted off of Usopp's scales. He brought the hoe down with his cramping claws, drove it through the dirt. When the weeds were pulled from the soil and a nice new row stood in its place, Usopp slid from the brow from his face and leaned on his hoe. What a curious sight, seeing a dragon tearing the fields without his mate. Usopp jolted and spun around. He came face to face with a zebra that appeared to have come out of nowhere. Usopp caught his breath, wiped off his right claw, and held it out to the zebra. She shook it with a huff and gave him a shake.
You must be Sakura, he said. Everyone's been talking a lot about you.
And Apple Bloom often talks about you in your new room. Sakura replied. It is odd that you were almost Ponyfield's due. Usopp blushed a little.
Yeah, that first day was a bit rough. Cleaning up all the mess and helping out here for the past few days has been good, though.
It's good to see you forming bonds, for I fear you will be here a little long.
Well, that was the plan.
Usopp stared out of distance.
Don't get me wrong, you get a good workout for doing farm stuff. But I'll need more than that if I'm really going to help my friends when I see them again.
Sakura tapped her chin, then glanced down at the satchel hanging from her neck. I have a suggestion, if you would like to hear. There are certain tasks in the Everfree that are quite dangerous, I fear. Sakura opened up the satchel and produced a few seeds of various shapes and sizes. Too dangerous for a Billy or a baby dragon, that much is clear. But for one seeking strength, the training method is clear. Usopp peered closer at the seeds.
What do these do?
Some make even Earth ponies float. Others can instantly grow and turn into a small boat, Sakura answered. In the Everfree, even more plants lie hidden away, waiting in an adventurer to find them someday. But the world of caution to you. These plants in proper use could cause some great harm to you. Usopp shivered, recalling his encounter with the Manticore just a little ways into the forest. His body slackened, and a cocky grin started to form on his face. A quick lie, and never had to set one claw in that forest ever again.
Get on board!
Livy said from the deck of the freshly christened Mary.
We're friends, aren't we?
Usopp straightened his back and looked at Sakura with sharpened eyes.
Whenever you need help, I'll be there. You can count on it.
Sakura smiled. For a dragon such a young age, your determination flares like a blaze.
Okay, I checked, and even though Garble shows up next, I'm only reading this because there is a certain part, there's a certain person out there that probably won't be showing up that probably won't have as many opportunities to show up in this fanfic collection if I don't do this.
In the time before romance dawned on a new world.
Hey!
I'm back, bitches.
A blast of crimson light erupted out of the volcano the bloodstone sifter had been chucked into, while several of the dragons in attendance, purging them with a glow that called them together. Only 2 dragons remained unchanged by the wave of light. The great dragon lord that loomed over all of them, and the lanky dragon with an elongated snout that stood about a head taller than Spike. Usopp took a step back as did Spike. They looked at each other. Well, I guess we'll just go back to Twilight then. Yeah, said Spike. I mean, 2 awesome dragons like us can get to center easy, but we don't want to get in the way of all these other bigger, stronger, meaner dragons. Let me go. Fine. Martial art freak user, stop choking Garble! But he's so annoying! He needs to learn that his impudence, it will not be tolerated in this studio. Yes, but he is an actor, so let him go. Fine. I will let him go, and I promise I won't mess with him. Who's the baby? I am. 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 Yeah, I thought most of our user said we weren't going to mess with him. No. He said he wouldn't. He didn't say anything about you and I beating up Garble for his lunch money. But we've already taken all his lunch money. You're right. Hey, Garble, got anything else that you have that we could take from you? My pride! We took that a long time ago. Let's see. What else are we missing? Have any good books? What are books? Kick him in the dick. Ow! Okay, what else are we missing? Got any Blu-rays? What, you mean my entire collection of Red vs. Blue season was 1 through 14? Yeah, I got that. Ooh, we don't have that. BAM! Let us have that. Oh, okay, just stop punching me in the belly. What do we need? Girls! What? Let him go. Fine, let him go. Alright. Slice my tail! Why did you cut off my tail, you freaking faunus jerk? God, you cat people are all so stupid looking with your little pointed ears and your... Whoa. Down, Blake, down. Nice kitty. Nice kitty. That's a good Blakey. That's a good Blake. Saucer milk? Click. Oh, ha. Very funny. Ugh. Turksy hates new tenants. I love them.
Sounds like you've learned your place then, won't?
Spike and Usopp turned to see a red dragon staring down at him. Scar alerted to Spike, but then went over to Usopp. He snorted and blew out some smoke at them. What's this? He asked. I saw you in the green! It's a suppressing dragon dressed up like a dragon! Spike felt to his chest. Don't make fun of my friends! Usopp can stick his entire crew on you if he wants! Sweat spilled down Usopp's face. Garble let out a roar of laughter. Then he jabbed a claw at Usopp, and then flicked his nose. Garble? Where's... Garble, your next line is... I'll be right back. Where is he? I know he couldn't have gone far, and I managed to trick Yang by saying that she needs fixing up her bike, and Blake is busy playing with that ball of yarn I gave her, and... Shing! Now, understand this particular trick is going to take a lot of time and energy, and if I'm not careful, I could end up cutting off something very important. Although you probably voice Snee. Yes. Is something the matter?
Are you torturing the actor?
No, I'm torturing the worthless dragon.
Let him go. He is the actor.
Oh, not like you've been putting his voice through voice modifications now, haven't you? Maybe. Right. You can go now, Goblin. I'll train with something else.
Oi, new tenants. They annoy me. Swim. Only losers are
Cruise or whatever.
He snickered. Now why don't you roll along home?
Not to be long. Once I get to subject, you and your stupid ponies are all toast.
Really? Yes, they are.
Hey, Twilight, they said you're gonna be toast.
Really? Yes. Twilight then proceeded to drop a whole massive fireballs on Garble's body, burning him alive. Garble, hey, take two! Alright. Hey, Rainbow Dash, these guys said you're all gonna be toast. Rainbow Dash then proceeded to create a vortex around Garble that caused him to die of suffocation. Take three! Hey, Applejack! Applejack then proceeded to grab Garble's dick, rip it off, and then proceeded to beat him to death with it. That's not physically possible! Hey! Fluttershy! Fluttershy then proceeded to stare at Garble and told him to go home. Garble then killed himself. Oh, come on! Hey! Lady Verity. Verity then proceeded to drop a whole ton of gems on Garble's body, killing him. Oh, now this is just getting ridiculous. Hey, Pinkie Pie! Pinkie Pie gave him a cake. Oh, well, at least this... At least there was no violent surprises. Num 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 num. This cake's delicious. A little dry. A little dry. No! Garble spread out his legs and took off crackling. He slapped a rug at Usopp's spiced ears while he stood amongst the dragons, moving the starry time.
What are we going to do? We can't let him win. I mean, he's a joke. Nobody takes him seriously. The only reason why he ranks up above Flash is because Flash is cuter.
We will let him win. Usopp clasped large slingshot sliced across his back and planted one end on the ground beside him. No insults to my crew! And I owe you and everyone back in town so much that I can't see it to burn Chris. Besides, this is just a race, right? It's not like we'll actually have to fight him. Spike managed to force a shaky grin.
Yeah, how bad can a race be?
The ground rumbled and pure lava erupted out the volcano the Stitcher had been thrown into. Massive chunks of molten rock crashed down from the sky to the sea below. Waters turned and boiled while geysers of steam shot up from it. Spike and Usopp both gulped. How durable are dragon scales again? Usopp chattered. A short while later, all the dragons, save for the Princess Spike and Usopp had seen arguing with the Dragon Lord before storming off, stood on the edge of a cliff that looked over the rolling sea and smoking volcano. Usopp and Spike felt the Dragon Lord inhale deeply, and released a blistering flash of flame over their heads. Go! Before the word could register, a tail whipped Spike and Usopp and sent the careening to waters below. See you, losers! Garble cried? Okay, Garble. Why did you cry? This jerk in yellow armor came by and kicked me in the shins. Griff?
Don't freaking believe this. Griff's not even a tenant here. How did he get here?
Griff, what do you think you guys are doing? Oh, somebody posted a sign saying free dragon punching, 10 bucks each. So we all came down here.
Dragon punching, $10 each. Who would do such a...
I'll be right back.
We're in the money, we're in the money. Na, 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 na.
Girls!
I'm going to ask you two, whose idea was this? Whose idea was it to make a profit out of punching Garble in any way they pleased?
Good work, by the way.
Was it me? Was it me?
Okay, girls, I finally made enough money, and I think we're gonna get all tickets for us and Team Jennifer to make it to the Power Rangers movie. Tenants! Boy. Just... Spike and Usopp yelled. Spike yelled, but Usopp managed to place his slingshot in front of him. Green Star! Bloody Banana! A tiny seed flew out of the slingshot and splashed into the water. A second later, the area had landed and exploded. A small boat rose above the waves. Usopp and Spike sighed in relief. They needed both belly flopped about a foot away from the boat. After a second's silence, they emerged from the water and heaved themselves onto the boat. Usopp launched 4 more seeds into the sea, producing 2 sets of oars. Above them, dragons filled the air. Flight of dragons, journey to the purple light. They each took a breath and focused on the volcano and the path ahead of them. Well, no dragons to compete with down here at least, said Spike. A nice mirrorless titan of fish rocketed up out of the sea ahead of them, sending a slew of dragons into the water. Spike and Usopp stared wide-eyed as the fish sank down below the waves, only for another to emerge and send more dragons spiraling out of the sky. Usopp scrambled onto his seat by the bow. Usopp spiked to the steam at the stern. Row! 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 Fight the power! Fight the power!
That said, that was one bad joke too many. I'm the one who handles the bad puns around here. So, you go back to your room, I'll handle the rest of the reading.
Yes, Miss Along.
The two plowed the oars into the chaotic waters, taking violent turns whenever the sea bubbled near them. Geysers of fish erupted all around them, showering them with scalding water. But they managed to keep surging ahead. Dragons were dropping like flies, but quickly emerged from the sea and took to the air once more. They were somewhere past the middle of the sea when a dragon splashed nearby, sending the boat rocking. Usopp and Spike leaned in the opposite direction, spreading the ripples. A bit of water spilled onto the boat, but the two managed to right before it took on too much. Usopp got back and persisted sighed. Jeez, only the first part, and we... Spike leapt out of the boat. Usopp! His eyes nearly shot out of his head and lunged over the side of the sweating bullets. Oh crap! He yelped. I should have known this would be too much for him to handle. Everybody's going to kill... Well, a great gasp. Spike emerged from the sea and the other dragon in tow. Usopp leaned over his side and held onto the boat. When they were fully back in it, Spike and Usopp fell onto the deck and caught their breaths. In his thick armor, it was hard to tell what the third dragon was doing, but they could at least hear shallow breaths escaping from the slits of the helmet. Spike clasped his oars. Let's get to shore. It's too dangerous to stop here. Fists burst through the nearby water and arc over their heads. Aye, aye, said Usopp. But that doesn't make you captain. After navigating to the remainder of the sea, Usopp managed to navigate the boat into a small cove hidden between the spiky outcroppings and cliff faces that surrounded the volcano. With a grunt, he and Spike headed the armored dragon onto the beach. Spike remained close and pulled it off the dragon's helmet, while Usopp turned away and stared at the dragon floating above. Placing a claw against his body, they arched back. What sort of dragon even needs armor? When Spike didn't reply, he turned around. Spike was staring a gaping mouth down at Princess Ember. Hey, I guess with Spike, the embers of romance are starting to build. Get it? Huh? No, just no. Come on, Yang. Oh, but it's a joke! I'm back. Usopp's jaw dipped low to match Spike's impression. Ember slowly opened her eyes and coughed up a bit of water. Spike got outside. Good. You're awake. I was worried for a second. What? Ember growled in her eyes. You're those two little dragons.
At least I grew a little here, Usopp grumbled. Ember furrowed her brows, stood up.
Whatever. Just stay out of my way. I've got a scepter to get.
Usopp glared back at her.
No, hold up a minute. We just saved your skillet butt from becoming monster fish food. I think you owe us a little something.
Usopp, go easy on her, said Spike. Then he looked at Ember.
Look, I know winning that scepter is important to every dragon here, but there's some really nasty ones we can't let win.
Spike extended a claw to her.
So, how about we at least work together for a little?
Ember stared down at Spike's claw and swatted away.
Dragons don't work together.
Usopp and I do, Spike said with a smile. Does the technicality, Usopp thought.
Well,
Ember glanced away from Spike for a second. She placed her hands on her hips and glared back at him and Usopp.
You two are just swells. I also even thought of asking my dad to help you out, but he's always about tradition. I swear he's half the reason we have so little bursts.
She saw Usopp and Spike giving her blank looks and shook her head.
I'm not saying I'm not a little dragon like you, so I'm gonna prove my dad wrong and get that
A rock crashed down on the water near the coast, and sound waves crashing down on him. Spike blows the water in his mouth, while Spike and Ember pulled out seaweed. All three of them looked up and saw a platoon of feral dragons with catapult-like tails, sending boulders flying through the air. Behind them was a cavern that led into the depths of the volcano, but their volleys created a virtual gate around it. More rocks were also cascading down on Usopp, Spike, and Ember. Ember's chest swelled with fire when it looked like a rock was coming down on them. But she clutched the flame when she saw Usopp pulled back on a slingshot. "Green Star! Sagaraso!" Usopp yelled. A series flew down of his slingshot and embedded themselves in the wall. Flames erupted outwards until the air locked with each other and formed a massive net. The boulders lurched into it, while below the trio remained unscathed. Both Spike and Usopp, Grin, Spy, and Garble momentarily stuck under a boulder before it rolled away and took Garble with it. "Please tell me it crushed his bones, and now we can make bread with it." Usopp turned to Ember.
"How about this? It'll take Spike and me too long to climb up to that cavern, and those boulders could easily take you out. If you give us a ride up, we'll cover you."
Usopp held a claw up to Ember. Ember clenched her fists, but the side gave Usopp's claw a shake. "We have a deal. Now hurry up and get on before I change my mind." Ember crouched down on all fours, and Spike and Usopp clambered onto her back. They locked their legs around her torso while she spread her wings and took to the air.
Can I cuddle with the little purple one, Spike?"
Oh, I get it.
It's not that I have a crush on Spike or anything, but, hi, we're the members of the hold on to your shipping league. We were formed thanks to Trixie. And we'd like to inform you that if you make another Spike and Ember shipping joke in the course of this particular chapter, we will kick you hard.
Yes, girls, I understand. He spit past Usopp's crumbling Sagaraso and entered to the lair where the other dragons were. Usopp loaded his slingshot and set out a volley of attacks that struck the boulders and exploded in a shower of rubble.
"On your left!"
Spike called out. Usopp swung around and blasted the oncoming boulders out of the air.
"Up front!"
said Ember. Rocks turned into pebbles in front of the trio and they sped forward. Other dragons took advantage of the freedom of space and buzzed toward Ember's sides. They soon found themselves bound in vines that sprouted out of the thin air, or with smoldering holes in the wings from a low-placed jet of green flame. One ambitious dragon that managed to latch onto Ember's tail was bathed in flame and found himself staring at a very confused Celestia. With a great flap of her wings, Ember raced over to the other dragons, launching all the boulders into the cavern. Clutches of stalactites snapped together in front of them, and Ember weaved to the side. Usopp and Spike dug their claws into her armor, and the three of them skimmed along through the obstacle and spiraled to the other side. They went into a tumble and were spread out across the floor. With a groan, Ember managed to raise her upper body off the ground. She froze to the ground when she spotted Usopp aiming his weapon right at her. Flames rose up at the back of her throat.
"I should have! Green Star! Try below ya!"
The shot smacked into the ground below Ember before she could launch her fire. A bubble-like plant exploded up beneath her and launched her back. A second later, a massive stalactite skewered the plant in the ground below. The cavern shook from the impact. sending Usopp back to the ground. More slide ties also loosened right above Usopp and Spike. Ember pounced off the ground and unloaded a blast of flame, leaving no trace of rocks, save for a few small trails of smoke. All three of them let out a sigh. You could have gotten ahead. Amber glanced at the path, sneaking through the bubbling pools of lava nearby. Why waste time like that? I could ask you the same thing, said Usopp. It's just what friends do. Amber crinkled her snout. Dragons don't do friends. That's why we have the gauntlet. One scepter, one dragon lord. It's every dragon for themselves. Spike lowered his head and frowned. That's a pretty crabby way of doing things. Usopp kept his head up, and his words made Spike raise his as well. A real leader cares about his men, and works with them. Ember turned away and spread out her wings. I got you two into the cavern, so you're on your own now. As he lost in the air, it disappeared to one of the small openings that the cavern branched down into. Usopp stared at where she had vanished for a moment before he sighed and turned to Spike. Once more had his head lowered. So much for working together, Spike murmured. Don't let that suck-up princess get to you. Usopp laid his claw on Spike's shoulder. Let's get this scepter and prove her wrong. Spike took a breath and put on a bright face. Yeah! The two then marched ahead, jumping left and right every now and then, with the lava sprouted up like a geyser. The path eventually branched out into a spider web like rocky paths. Countless tunnels filled the caverns now. Spike took a whiff of the air, then pointed to a single tunnel. Usopp followed after him. Midway through the tunnel, though, Spike slowed. Usopp, why are you dressed like that?
Simple. I am here to save the Dragon Lord. For I am the Sniper King! Super King! Usopps to the island from where I was born.
My apologies, I had to do that. What? Is it a new obstacle? Usopp tightened his grip on his sleeve set. I was feeling pretty confident now that you know the way, so I could probably take it. No, it's just... Spike looked forward again, back at Usopp. What do we do if one of us actually wins? Usopp raised an eyebrow. We become the Dragon Lord. The old one made that pretty clear. Yeah, we'll be the new Dragon Lord. Will that mean we'll have to stay here and do Dragon Lord things? Didn't think about it. Well, if one of us wins, we can just make an order for dragons to not cause any damage to Equestria. Then we do whatever we want. Isn't that a little irresponsible? I mean, I don't know much about dragons, but if Princess Celestia did something like that, Equestria would go crazy. Just look what happened when the Everfree went wild. Usopp shuddered. Don't remind me. I still have nightmares about those crocodiles. Exactly, but imagine with dragons. Spike yelled. So what are we going to do? Spike stopped through the air when the ground slowed to roll on the floor. Usopp jumped down into the tunnel, raced down and held Spike up. Spike brushed off some of the dust and coughed. You okay? Spike stared out of distance. Spike? A little sweat beat over his brow. Please don't be broken. Twilight's already mad enough after that stinkberry mess-up. Usopp, we're here. Spike and Usopp pointed, and Usopp turned to see the central large and massive crystals. Plus, I'm pretty sure saving Equestria from a horde of dragons will make up for that.
Garble? Where are you?
Yang's working on Bumblebee. Blake is tending to some flowers. Hi. Liza's reading her book. Wait a minute. Y. B. W. Where's... Boom! And that's for Spike's Quest! Boom! And that's for being the worst part of a really, really good Spike episode. Surprisingly, it was actually pretty decent. Boom! And that is for Nix's family. Boom! And that's for popping up in so many stupid...
We are superior because we have dicks fixed.
Boom! And that's for appearing in...
Oh, we dragons are so superior, so we have permission to rate the girls fix.
Boom! And that's for actually being the very incarnation of everything that Deathstalker's ever stand for.
Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom.
Wow, Ruby, nice shot. You keep missing him. I'm doing that on purpose.
Why are you doing that on purpose?
He's wet himself 5 times. But I think it's about time we finish him off. I mean, after all, I just hate to see animal cruelty.
Ruby, no, put down the sniper rifle.
Fine. I'll put down the sniper rifle. It's a lot more fun when I finish him off with Crescent Rose anyway.
Ruby, it's down, girl.
Let me go. Stop holding on, Mickey. No. He needs to suffer, martial art freak user. He needs to suffer greatly.
I know. He's basically a representation of everything I ever hate about one of those type of fanfics where some guy thinks they're better just because they got male parts. I understand. I know why I hate his guts. But we can't let him suffer. Girls, you're new here, but you gotta understand. We can't let him suffer through all this. We just can't. We have to prove that we are better than that. We have to prove that we can come to an understanding about characters and try to improve them. Try to help them through their needs, and you girls are not listening to me. You're busy beating him up like he owes you money.
He does. He still has a few extra bits here and there. Ooh, and berries. Ooh. And, oh, look, he also has some coins. Ooh, and a couple extra bucks.
Girls, back away from the near-dead dragon. Fine.
I was enjoying myself kicking his ass.
I wasn't. It was too easy. Indeed, why do some fanfic writers actually think he was worth a damn? I bet I could have killed him instantly. One hit kill. Think about it. No one will ever know.
The audience will know. They're listening. They'll know if you kill him in one shot.
You unmute it.
No. If I kill Garble, I'm going to make sure that if they kill Garble, I'm making sure this thing is online, so that way Osmond can hear what they did and he can ground them appropriately.
Too bad there's no happening.
A tail slammed into Usopp and sent him flying to the wall. Garble grinned, seeing Usopp slide out to crack the imprint he left onto the rock and slipped against the wall. He then turned his sights on Spike and hoisted him up by his tail. He extended his arm out and dangled Spike over the abyss surrounding the path.
If only you stupid pony friends were here to see his.
Oh man, Garble, you've been beaten all day.
I know. At least you've been defending me.
It's like taking all I have to not punch the living shit out of you.
What?
Oh yeah. The only thing that's stopping me right now is the fact that Tracy has a sniper pointing at my head. Speaking of which, who did she hire?
Mirror.
Oh. She hired the wrong one.
What?
Come here, Garble! Hey, this, and that, and 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 this, and that. What? Turrets! How could you be missing him? I don't know. He's a pretty big sight. How can I miss him?
How about Dragon One instead, a-hole? Amber slammed into jerk-off, knocking Spike out of his grasp. Bastard snarled and locked claws with Ember. The two dug their teeth into the rock.
Arr! Useless roared. It's always the stupid princesses!
That's future lore to you, Ember snapped.
Yes, Ember. Beat him. Beat us hard. Rip out his throat. Gouge out his eyes. Feed him his own testicles. You can do it, Ember. Yes, 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 yes. Kill him. Kill him. Kill Garble. Yay!
Garble wrapped his tail around and slashed at Ember's legs. She slid to the right, and Garble plowed his fist in her gut. The force of the punch slammed her backwards into a wall. Spike could only watch when a pile of rocks cascaded down from the ceiling and onto her. Smoke curled around his gritted fangs, and he flew at Garble.
You jerk!
He screamed and flashed his cars at Garble.
Ow!
Garble hissed, and Spike's claws wrenched through some of the scales across his chest. He snarled and backhanded Spike across the face. While Spike was dazed, Garble fell upon him and he wrapped his claws around Spike's neck. Go on, try that again, or do you want to cry for help from your stupid pony friends? Dude, you just proven how often you get your ass handed to you. Do you even see what Martial Art Freakers is doing on his computer screen right about now? He is literally looking at photos right now of you dying just so he can make that the cover art! It's true, I am. Sadly, nobody's got any photos of Garble dying horrible, horrible death. If you have any pictures of Garble dying horrible, horrible deaths, please send them to this site. Please PM them to me on my YouTube channel. I will be happy. I might even do a reading for you. Or I will just reenact that scene live. With a Red Dragon Plus that I'll find somewhere out there, and heck, I'll even have Twilight do it, reenacting a scene that I have written for her later on in one of my stories, where Twilight proceeds to beat Garble within an inch of his worthless, pathetic, shitty life! Whew. Garble smarted to tighten his grip, then something slapped at the back of his head. His eyes spun in their sockets for a second, then collapsed to the ground. Spike coughed and sucked in fresh air. His head fuzzed in sockets, and he saw Usopp standing over Garble with the scepter in hand. Usopp then proceeded to do something completely out of character and beat Garble's head in with the scepter until Garble's brains, what little there are, spilled out onto the ground. And then Usopp took the scepter and rammed it into the stump of Garble's neck. Oh, that didn't happen. That was just a dream I had. I think Dragon Friends will be enough for today, Usopp said with a smile. Then he extended his free hand and held Spike up. You okay? I think I will be, Spike rasped. This I started over to the pile Ember was bearing on. Come on, we got him! A tail burst out of the rock pile. With a grunt, Ember emerged with her armor dented and a little blood trickling from her left temple. But managed to stand up and make her way over to Spike and Usopp. She turned to Usopp and sighed. Guess it's over, huh? Usopp blinked and looked down at the center. Oh, I guess I was thinking of something I could reach that jerk with. So, now what? Ember bent a knee over Usopp. Whatever you wish, Dragon Lord. Guess you were right about friendship after all. Well, having a bigger, stronger dragon princess helped too. More dragons streamed in the cavern. Upon seeing Usopp, bearing the saber bowed to him. Usopp held it aloft and slid to the ground beside Garble, into Garble's chest. He then looked up at a dazed look. People shrunk and scurried over it, but his retreat was blocked by all the dragon's attendants. Hey, he stuttered. I was just kidding about burning Equestria and all that. Garble? Garble? Oh, God, he's dead. What did...
Got him.
Ruby! Ruby Rose, how dare you shoot him?
What makes you so sure I was the one who laid the finishing blow? Look at his corpse.
Shotgun shells, a sniper rifle, a round that looks like it's been fired from an Uzi, and a magical blast.
Oh yes, you said that you would sick husband on one of us if any of us fired and tried to kill Garble. Well, he's dead now, and forensic evidence can't possibly point out to which one of our shots managed to do the blow.
Darn it, she's got me there. I can't even... Darn it, you girls all fired at the same time, didn't you?
Yep.
We didn't even know where we were shooting.
It could have been a training accident for all you know. Indeed, it could have been any one of us, or it could have been just an accident. He just got away. Does he just love forensic science?
I think I'm starting to hate law and everybody in it.
Girls, he's dead now. What am I supposed to do?
I mean, I will revive him with the Dragon Balls in a few minutes after this chapter's over, but
Garble's dead. We still got a chapter to finish. What am I supposed to do? Get O'Malley to do his lines?
Hey, I was just kidding all this stuff about burning Equestria.
Silence! Usopp demanded, imitating the tone of the previous Dragon Lord. I, Dragon Lord Usopp, will now pass my first proclamation.
Usopp leveled the scepter at O'Malley. A devil's grin spread across his face.
You, stand at the ready.
O'Malley straightened up, shook life.
No, this cannot be how I go out.
I didn't want to try this on Spike or myself, so you get to be my new test subject.
Usopp set the scepter down and picked up his slingshot. He loaded a bullet into it that glistened with a light blue glow.
Now, stand still. Here comes Blue Star! Poison Pandemonium!
Garble yelled and tried to flee, but the dragons around him wouldn't buzz. The bullet slanted into his back and exploded in a cloud of simmering blue smoke. O'Malley was left coughing until the smoke cleared. He looked back at Usopp and Spike and sneered. Save for the slash across his chest, still aching. Nothing felt different.
Ha! Is that the best the new Dragon Lord can do?
He sneered.
I can still take that scepter from you right now.
O'Malley was about to fly at Usopp when he paused. Usopp was snickering, trying not to burst his full laughter. Spike was gaping at one sunken jaw. O'Malley glanced left and right, saw the other dragons wore similar expressions. He also noticed they all seemed taller now. Completely realized he must have fallen to all fours when the attack hit him. He ran back up on his hind legs and then collapsed to his side. With his head out, trying to find out what knocked him off his balance. He realized seeing 4 hoofed legs sticking out from where his claws had been before. Spike's attack now marred Garvel's soft and furry underbelly. He glanced at the ends of the feathered wings sticking out of his back. All over him were blue spikes that clashed over his red fur.
We're still making fun of ponies. You make a pretty good Pegasus. That's quite a reaction.
Usopp pulled some of the more seeds and bullets out of his saddle around his waist.
Wonder what the others will do.
No!
O'Malley screeched. He leapt up and tumbled through the air, stomping a few dragons on the way out. He crashed into the ground beside the crowd and half galloped, half stumbled on his soul.
I'll make you all pay for this!
Not unless he knows the ingredients for a cure.
Usopp put his eyeball away and staring into his slingshot across his back. He picked up the zipper and turned to Ember.
Now, time for my second proclamation. I, the amazing Dragon Lord Usopp, declare Princess Ember my new successor.
All the dragons gasped.
What? But you won. Yeah, but it's being as awesome as being a Dragon Lord sounds. I've already got a crew down, need my help soon. Usopp smiled. Besides, I've got the man who'll be king of the pirates as my captain. Even Dragon Lord can't compete with that. I'm sure you'll be as good as a Dragon Lord as either one of us could have been.
Spike added. Well, I did get some good advice on how to lead from a certain pair of odd dragons. Ember smiled back at them and clasped his scepter. The other dragons erupted in tears. Hail, Dragon Lord Ember!
Quiet!
Ember roared, exactly like her fire.
Okay, I promise that's the first and last time I do that. Anyway, before we go tell Dad the good news, I have one last order to give.
All the dragons leaned closer. Ember waved the scepter over Usopp and Spike.
These 2 brave dragons showed me that dragons don't have to work alone or fight each other.
She glanced at a Spike.
Or ponies too, in that matter. So if these 2 are ever in need of help, we dragons will give it. I'll also especially give my help to Spike. You mean it? Yes, Spike. I give my heart to you. Oh, Ember. Yang! Blake! What? You 2 little shippers! We can't help that they made a good couple. I
hate my life some days.
Oh man, Twilight's going to love hearing about this, Spike exclaimed. But your friends will love it too. Yeah.
Usopp smiled at Spike, but also swaying a little.
Oof, you must never know. It'd be worse than Discord here.
Yeah, his plot might actually be stupid and horrifying and really dumb to read. It would be, such a madhouse. I set her pen down, looked over her journal and smiled.
Sounds like quite an adventure. But I'm glad you're able to handle it on your own. Nothing a brave sea captain can feel striking can handle.
Usopp beamed.
Yeah,
Spike added. Well, someone's certainly becoming a brave young Drake. So I came over to Spike and gave him a hug.
It's good that you have a home, though.
Spike was, but turned the embrace all the same.
It's good to be back.
Twilight then glanced over to Usopp. And carry yourself forgiven for the stinkberry.
Glad you managed to reconstruct City Hall while we were gone.
Usopp let out a shaky chuckle and glanced out the window.
Any pony mad still mad about it? Rainbow Dash might be a little sore about her mane, but it got almost all its color back. Twilight answered. So, aside from damage control, did we miss much while you're gone? Something goes in Twilight's eyes. I'm glad you asked. Follow me. All three of them made their way down the crystal halls of the palace, curved around a few corners, and gave a friendly wave to Starlight while she was in the midst of reading a book on public speaking. Hello! And came to one of the many rooms that Twilight filled with scientific apparatus. They also watched Vipera. Hello again! Twilight lit up her horn and summoned over a container. Probably over the top, Twilight and Usopp Spike and Usopp the contents. A lone fruit that appeared to be a giant fusion of a chestnut and a lentil with swirls covering its rind. Fluttershy found it while helping out Sakura in the forest. Twilight explained. A rusted test is not poisonous, but it's also got a method of reproduction. Sakura was stuck too, and even the Royal Candyland Archives had nothing on it. I was going to ask Princess Celestia, but she's busy dealing with some diplomatic transportation issue. Well, if you've done all that research, only one thing left to do. Spike tested the fruit and took a bite. With a mouthful of fruit, he said, Gosh, I was starving. Spike went white. Spike! There could have been more I needed to know about that. Spike swallowed and coughed, thumped on his chest while cheeks grained to shade green. Like tasting someone poured down an alehouse down your throat. His face grew red as he glared at Spike. A bit of sweat formed down Spike's brow. Well, we got more information now, at least. Usopp sighed at Spike, and then peered down at the remains of the fruit. He narrowed his eyes and rubbed his chin. Where have I? A little pig beside Usopp liked him a hug. I knew some dragons were back in town, Piggy exclaimed. Oh, you gotta tell me all about it. How were you get dragons? Joking, Usopp coughed. Oops. Piggy unleashed Usopp, but kept her face close to his. So, come on, tell me. Usopp shook his head aside. I swear you're worse than my captain. Piggy's arrival broke a Twilight Spike away from their argument. Twilight took a look down at Spike. Well, sounds like you got a break. We'll talk about your punishment after the party. Okay. Spike let a circle running so one of his legs scratched his side. Everyone was already streaming out the side. So, Spike didn't have time to notice the oddity of his new quirk. Hey. Don't leave Spike eating a devil fruit without telling us exactly what it is and what it did. You there, woman! A portly thug in a straw hat bellowed, Don't drink alone! Drink over here! Oh god, is that what really Erica Strutter sounded like when she voiced Luffy? Worse! It's like she had no indoor voice whatsoever. Seriously. It's like she didn't know how to properly do Luffy's voice. I bet the NDR director told her, just scream your lines. And she believed her for some odd reason. But Luffy still has his own quiet moments and serious moments. How could a voice like Erica Strauner's as Luffy do something like that? I have no idea. I just know that that whoever designed their freaking voices needs to learn to actually pay attention to things like storytelling and character development. Nami closed her eyes and sighed. No thanks. I'm waiting for a man. The barkeep paled drew close to Nami. Hey, listen. The Straw Hat Luffy. Nami propped her head on one hand. Really? Her expression remained unchanged when the muzzle of a gun was so straight in her face. She looked up and see it held in the hands of a woman. A cheap polka dot dress was shaped like an egg. You got two choices. Accept Captain Luffy's invitation or die, the woman hissed. She jostled the gun a little smart. By the way, I have a bounty too. I'm the cat burglar. I'm not Blue Star! Discordant vines! Thick black vines appeared out of nowhere, coiled around Nami like massive snakes. While she screamed for help and her crewmates also became ensnared in vines. A young man with a bushy head of hair, plushly covered in a wide-brimmed hat, took a seat next to her. A purple husky with reptilian eyes took up a seat next to him. Nami blinked at display, but a massive smile came to her face when the man raised his hat, fully revealing his face and lengthy nose. Hey, he smirked. Will you have a drink with me? Usopp! Nami flew out of her seat, pulled off Usopp into a hug. It's really you. You've really grown. So have you!
Usopp said, his voice muffled by having his head shoved into Nami's chest.
This is the one Rarity will like.
Nami broke off her embrace and stared at the dog. It looked straight at her, with his head cocked to his side.
I mean, it's more than ponies, but she's not wearing that many clothes,
it said. Usopp. Nami looked back and forth between the dog and Usopp. Where exactly have you been training? The thug in the straw hat burst free of the vines long enough to glance at the group.
Hey! Hold it!
Never mind. Nami clasped Usopp's arm and pulled him towards the exit.
Let's talk somewhere else.
Spike bounded after him, but noticed the black bubbles filling the air. He sped up when he saw some of the crackling electricity. Just a few paces outside the bar, he felt the air buzz for a second, before thunder tore through the air. He looked back to see the bar was now a crumbling shack, with smoke flowing out the windows.
Usopp!
Spike barked.
You lied! She's way more like Rainbow Dash!
So, you're not actually a talking dog?
Chopper asked with Nami, and the Usopp pedaled along their bubble bike, with Topper and Spike at the rear.
I mean, right now I technically am, said Spike. But Usopp and Twilight both said if I looked like I really did, I might cause some trouble, and I already had to make a lot of promises just to come here.
So, where are you really?
Spike grinned.
A dragon.
Chopper's eyes glistened like stars.
Really? Can you sit fire?
I can, but Twilight said only in absolute emergency. I heard she likes to scold people if they break the rules.
Yeah. Nami is really scary if you make her mad. Or if you walk into the bath on her.
Is that a human thing?
I'm not sure. It's only when one of the guys does it. But it's fine when it's Robin or me.
Spike shook his head. Weird. Somewhere out there, Sazi's probably going, Chopper's a lucky reindeer being able to walk in on the Nami in the shower. Why just him? No. Fire! A marine captain ordered from the shore to support the archipelago. A few leagues out in the sea, a grand ship with a lion masthead was sinking below the waves. First, the marine and his platoon had thought that their cannon support was a good backup plan, but a necessary one with all the forces stationed on the island, plus the battleships encircling it. Then the Gauls came in. Perfectly precise rain and lightning struck in one platoon. Another platoon utterly crippled by depression. A group of girls with bizarre powers, and some unholy fire spewing hellhound going toe-to-toe with Setomaru and his forces. The Physicas taking out like scrap metal by the reunited Straw Hats. Legion of cross-dressers descending on another platoon. It would have been the perfect storm of chaos to annihilate the Marines' plan to finally capture Straw Hat Luffy and his crew. Marines stationed by the sea was one final line of defense, save for the battleships. For a moment, all the Marines at the store could do was stare slack-jawed at the pirate empress herself, cruise to the path of the battleship's fire. Captain Immerse regained his wits and saw a crew of new orders. They had the cannons trained on the Straw Hat's ship. Uses connected with their payload, and salvo blasted out the ship. They didn't get more than a few meters before claws snatched them in the air. The Marines all paled while their minds raced to understand how an army of dragons swooped down and caught every one of their cannonballs. Ember chuckled the ball as he caught up, and tore a chunk out of it like it was a rice apple. She crushed up her face, spit out the chewed up bits like iron. Like I let crap like this take out a former Dragon Lord. So, everyone was a magical horse. Robin asked while the sun floated through the deep depths of the ocean.
Well, not everyone. Like I said, I was a dragon. There were all sorts of other crazy creatures.
It's quite hard to imagine such a place without seeing it, Brooke commented. Even though I have no eyes.
Keep it down, Brooke, Usopp shouted, pressed his finger to his lips. Who knows what sort of DC creatures you'll wake up?
I wouldn't mind keeping one as a pet. Robin stated.
Don't get me started, Robin,
Usopp said. While the Straw Hats searched from Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy trying to navigate through the lightless sea, a barrel cracked open and a man literally oozing filth peeked out of the Straw Hats and grinned.
Treating me like a regular pirate, fools. I wait for my chance. The Straw Hat will never see it coming.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh, are you guys a person too?
Kifu turned to his left and was greeted with a young girl in a white blouse poking her head out of the barrel next to his.
Sweetie, going back down.
Came a voice with a drawl from the inside of the barrel. Another girl in an orange t-shirt popped up and set her down on Sweetie.
Yeah, They're all going.
The girl paused and stared behind Caribou. He glanced back to see Frankie staring at him.
Go! Let me out!
Caribou shouted from inside the steel barrel.
I'm sorry, really.
What an idiot.
Frankie gave the barrel a kick.
We got lucky, though. You probably could have been trouble otherwise. As for you three...
Frankie and the other remaining Straw Hats turned their attention to the three girls sitting on the ground with their heads lowered. Staring at them too long without blinking produced an orange effect where their bodies appeared to have wavered, or horses' leg and head would have replaced part of their body. We can't turn back, said Nami. The currents won't allow us.
So we'll have to go to Fishman Island no matter what.
Usopp shook his head.
You realize your sisters and friends are worried sick about you right now, right? Yeah.
The Crusaders all whimpered in unison.
We just want the sleep levels like on a real parachute, though,
said Apple Bloom.
You're so cool how you stopped an ambulance,
Sunnyvale said. And that huge attack your captain used. Your crew really is the coolest, Mr. Usopp. Well, obviously.
Usopp smiled a second before shaking his head.
This was not the point, though. We still got no way to contact every pony else, or get you back to the surface for a while.
Perhaps that fellow mentioned, if he could help, Brooks suggested. Maybe he could. The air in the middle of the deck crackled. Everyone jumped over, scooped back in a burst of purple aura, momentarily blinded everyone. When it cleared, 4 women were standing on deck. One dressed in a skirt with wings straight to her side, went to her knees and gasped for breath.
Made it,
she huffed. The other 3 women darted over to Crusaders and glanced her down.
You are in a world of trouble, little missy,
said the woman in a Stetson hat.
I'll double whatever punishment father and mother will give to you,
the woman in bedazzled jeans and glistening white shirt growled.
Of your race, Squirt.
Rainbow cracked her knuckles.
Because you just earned yourself a week of elite Wonderbolt level training. And trust me, it's exactly the opposite of how awesome it sounds.
One more thing,
all 3 women said. The Crusaders bunched up against each other.
What?
The women reached out and pulled the Crusaders into a hug.
Thank goodness you're safe.
The 4th woman recovered her breath and managed to stand up. Are we good to go then?
Yes, it is.
Everything comes out of the ocean. A fighting fist with glassy eyes stared back there. And then winked.
Please.
Okay. The area around Twilight's forehead grew bright. The rest of the girls gathered around her. She caught a sight of Usopp and smiled. Sorry for the trouble, Usopp. Usopp smiled back at her.
I'm just glad you managed to get the girls back.
Right.
Well, I had fun.
Best of luck, Mr. Usopp. Des gave a thumbs up and stared at it. Then to Usopp.
This is what humans do when they're leaving, right?
Yeah.
Skulu raised up a thumb as well. Sweet smile.
Come back sometime, Mr. Usopp.
You're always welcome as an honorary Crusader,
Elbow exclaimed. Oh, and be careful of that volcano, said Twilight.
And you'll be safe too.
Usopp gave them a wave. There was a flash, and all the girls were gone. Chopper stared at the spot where they had all vanished, then at Usopp.
Usopp, they smell like horses, but they look like human.
Well, when I explained everything to the... Did she say volcano?
That was surprisingly
spectacular!
No, I mean it. I only have one big complaint, and that was Usopp eating so many gems, he became like a freaking dragon. But after that,
it got good!
Not perfect, mind, but it got good. Celestia, perfectly in character. She was willing to help Usopp. She was kind, graceful. The scene that did the whole entire bit with the Dragon Lord story, basically my favorite Spike episode, was done perfectly. That actually showed what you can do when you verse the universes. It was different. It actually had Usopp doing things, and it actually had the characters working together. It actually had Usopp make a difference in their lives. Heck, even Usopp, even Spike eating the dog no meat, that was pretty well done too. It was the model wolf, wasn't it? Or model husky. Poor Spike. He ate his own devil fruit. Oh well. he didn't swim that much anyway. Ember was done correctly. The story moved at a good pace. It was interesting. It didn't feel stupid. Oh, my other complaint was Garble, but you could put Garble into Fall into Equestria and I would hate him. Beyond that, perfect. I've got no complaints. None. This is the One Piece story I wanted. I don't even need to do the rest. This is what I needed. Good job, Arthur. Good job.